welcome. This is Dave Rogers with Meet the Author. And today we're in Singapore with Tim Hamons. Hi, Tim. How are you today?
Hi, great. Thanks, Dave. Good to see you.
Well,
Good to see you again. Good to see your Canadian wilderness backdrop behind you. I feel jealous, but I know you're happy there and doing good things. So
fantastic.
good to see you.
I love your background there, breathing in and drawing out. And I'd ask you to share a little bit about yourself and why did you write the book that we're going to talk about today?
Okay, great. Thanks. So this, well, a little bit about me. I mean, my background is in graphic design, but I work to help people to tell their stories using pictures. And that's a little bit of my passion, is to help people connect back to their creativity, to what's possible, that curiosity, that is always looking for expression, and using visuals for, corporate groups, whether it's a strategy conversation, an ideation session, a change process, helping people to work out things. I love doing that, and that helps connect people back to that curiosity. But it's also a great tool for enabling conversations, for, clarifying challenging, sticky problems, helping creating a shared understanding and something that you can tangibly work with, and it creates a nice product at the end. So I help groups do that. My background is, as I mentioned, design. We have a company, Art Awakening, in Singapore, and for 10 years, this is what we've been doing, is this visual facilitation work.
Well, yes. Actually, for any of our listeners today, I absolutely love Tim's work. I brought my son to be part of it. It's been a great experiment, but also an expression of creativity. Tim, if you were to distill this book, The World of Visual Facilitation, down to a key point or takeaway, what would it be?
Yeah. First of all, this book is giant. It's over 650 pages, 54 co-authors. It's, it's big. So I was one of the 3 co-editors with a colleague in California and in Europe. So my intention was to bring this visual facilitation, as the title implies, to bring it more of an international base, bring it to Asia, to give a platform for Asian practitioners. And most of the stories and the work and the publisher comes out of US or Europe, those more established environments, because that's where the work has been happening for a much longer time. There's the tools that are, there's more seasoned markets there and so on, mature markets. But I wanted to give Asia and the rest of the world a platform, a voice. So that's why I stepped up. And also just, in every meeting we're in with clients, say, where are you when we did this? There should be someone doing this work in every meeting. And so I take that with me, that vision of bringing a visual facilitation to every visual facilitator into every meeting. And so that's also part of my intention for doing this, to create a great platform. So yeah, as I mentioned, this is 54 co-authors, case studies, stories, tools, and tips on this work, visual facilitation, which I mentioned earlier. So in a nutshell, that's hard.
You did a great job there, actually.
It's not a lot of casual reading. It's a lot. I mean, I do a chapter on visual models, and how to design a client experience using part of the consulting process is understanding the client's need, the challenge, what they're looking for, and then offering some solutions. But also it's, the solutions are based in their understanding of their need. And so using visual tools throughout that process, drawing a picture of their problem or the question, drawing a picture of the possible, the outcome they're looking for, the end result, helps you to then map out between those 2 pictures, with your solutions or suggestions or tools or processes that you offer as a consultant, as a problem solver, trainer, facilitator. So we map that out for clients and their conversations, and we teach people how to do that in our work. Yeah, so that's kind of in a nutshell what this is about. Creating many different things in between, live drawing for clients, doing strategic maps and models, doing, high level strategy type of work, with senior leadership teams. There's different authors that are representing all these different aspects of this work. Some come from consulting backgrounds, education. Some come from creative backgrounds, like myself was from graphic design, but crossing over with facilitation and learning design and so many other things. This is the reason I show this book, or it's also an acknowledgement of the industry, both from the client and the facilitators, the users of this tool. So as I mentioned, clients, they see this and they want to have it in the room because it creates it's a great way to engage in the environment, great way to help people to see the bigger picture of what's going on in any kind of a meeting or a process. It creates a great artifact that they can share, certainly virtually now, creating visual tools that help to share with teams around the world.
Fantastic.
But also for facilitators, trainers, coaches, it's a great tool because it makes you stand out. It helps you to sell better. It helps you to create better solutions with clients, and makes your job easier. Helps you on great learning environments and out. So yeah, that's my nutshell answer.
Well, congratulations. It looks like a labor of love. Would you be able to give me one tip to new authors or aspiring authors? What would your tip be to get going with becoming an author?
So my tip would be to, when you're in a meeting with a client, is to take out a sheet of paper and a marker, right? Put it down in front of the client like this, or it might be a whiteboard that you're at, or if you're sitting across the table, and just draw it out, like I was suggesting. What's your current state? What's the future outcome that you're looking at? Right, so I just wrote a couple of words there, but in the process, I would draw a picture of this, right? Whatever it is and what it looks like, and then also draw a picture to represent this. So, I'm just drawing a picture, but the client says, we want to have a more aligned team, right? For example. And that means this and this and this, so I'll listen to what they say, right? And currently we have the challenges like this and this and this. So I'm just writing that out. But by putting it into an image, it helps to create a different understanding between these things. Now you have two pictures. And then, of course, in between is how we're going to get there. And that can be specific strategies. That could be tools, training, could be mindset, could be leadership, and so on. So the tip in short is to draw for your client, right? With a marker in your hand, draw a picture of their current situation, of their future possibility, need, and see, 9 out of 10 adults say, I can't draw, right? Whenever we're in trainings and workshops, we ask people to draw. We say you can draw any idea using simple shapes as a visual vocabulary. They chuckle and kind of look at each other, say, okay, I'm the worst drawer, I can't draw. But I tell them, I challenge them, can you draw a stick person? They say, So everybody can draw a simple stick person, right? That's all you need, a stick person, a few simple shapes like this to animate it. You can draw relationships to other things and then begin to just label it with words and, give it some context. So now you're drawing a simple story. And it's not more complex than that. You can draw metaphors and concepts and so on. And that's what we get into in our trainings and so on. Draw a picture for your client. It's more memorable. Our brains love stories and images. So when you draw a picture, it's more memorable. It's more meaningful. It has an emotional connection. Your client forms an emotional connection to that idea.
Fantastic. Tim, that's great advice. For people who might want to get a copy of your book or to reach out to you, what are some of the ways, what are 1 or 2 ways for them to reach out and get a copy of your book?
I'll send you a link. It's called The World of Visual Facilitation. It's on the website. Yeah, so you can order it from the website, and you can also order it on Amazon, I believe now. Yeah, you can also order an ebook. It's much more economical.
Fantastic. I'm going to.
This is a great book. So, yeah.
I'm going to put your comments down in the comment section, your contact details. What was your greatest learning in about 30 seconds or less, your greatest learning from 2020?
Collaboration. Yeah, just reaching out and working with other people to do, we do a visual facilitation training that's been going for 3 years, in-person events around Asia, but all that stopped. So we had to rethink this and bring it into a virtual context. So collaborating with a key partner to help us organize that and then put it together. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your.
How do you add value to someone else?
Thank you so very much for your time today. Wishing you and the team at The Art of Awakening the very best. And thank you very much for that introduction to the world of visual facilitation.